Wow, well, tickle my toes and boil me in bacon grease. This is amazing. Guys, we have so much to get into in today's update. As we talked about yesterday on the channel about this 4 of the last 6 Tuesdays being huge days of pumpage, as we talked about 22 hours ago in this tweet. Actually, by the time it gets uploaded, about exactly 24 hours ago, we talked about this repeating pattern. Guys, Tuesdays have been absolutely huge. Now, this is the 5th of the last 7 Tuesdays that Bitcoin has pumped. Is it coincidence? Is it black magic? Or is it Maybelline? Guys, this is huge. In fact, it looks as though the 21-day moving average providing some very strong support here for Bitcoin. There's a lot to get into. We see this potential falling wedge, pretty much what we broke out of, actually essentially confirmed at this point. This really was a very bullish pattern. If we zoom back, you can see, in fact, this has happened 3 other times since this breakout. At the beginning of January of 2020, we talked about this in yesterday's update. In fact, these patterns are repeating very frequently, and we have to talk about why this is very bullish, because now this lends some credence to yet another move in the charts. Guys, and with this recent bounce, we actually had a daily close back into this channel. We have it here, and now as of the last hour, we are 1 hour into this next 24-hour candle, and we have to see if we can continue this or if we're going to get rejected off of this line. Guys, very crucial moments here. What's going to happen next? If this coin lands on heads, we're going to pump, and if it lands on tails, I'm going to your mom's house for some chocolate milk. I'm not even going to look because I'm already going. She sent me the text just an hour ago, and boys, let's just say we're going to be drinking more than chocolate milk. Let's do this. Wow, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another very exciting episode. Now, we do have a few important announcements that we have to get out of the way right at the beginning of the channel. Before we get into this TA, I just wanted to cement a few minutes off. So guys, if you want to just skip ahead probably like a minute, we have a few things we want to talk about. Guys, we still actually have 4 of these ledgers because the winners that contacted me, all of them were not in the US, and they opted to just get free Bitcoin instead. So I sent them Bitcoin. This is one of the winners here on Twitter. This was the Twitter winner, and he just tweeted about that, and he showed the transaction there. So I actually sent him Bitcoin instead. So I, in fact, still have these ledgers. I haven't sent these out yet. And the other winner as well. Also, I sent him Bitcoin. So guys, absolutely huge. So if you want to enter, make sure to leave a comment below. We're still doing these giveaways. If you win, you have the option of getting the ledger, or you can just have me send you some Bitcoin. It's up to you guys. And as well, for anybody worried about me potentially hacking these, it did come to my attention, and this is pretty obvious as well. The Ledger Live app can verify if it's a safe ledger. So there's really no way, even if I knew how to hack into these, which I wouldn't do. These are sealed. Even if I knew how, there would be a way that you could prevent that anyway. So guys, completely safe. And if you don't want them, you can do the Bitcoin giveaway. All you have to do to enter is leave a comment below. And guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, ding that bell. And guys, as well, my next announcement, all tier 2 members, we will begin uploading all of my charts to access to the website on them. We're going to be uploading multiple times throughout the week. And in fact, when there's a lot of price action or a lot of interesting things on the charts, we're going to be uploading daily and sometimes even more within the day. So guys, if you want access to those charts, all you have to do is subscribe or join the tier 2, and you will get access to that, as well as the member only videos and some other things as well come with tier 2, guys. Very excited, actually. I should have thought about that sooner, and I should have done that sooner. And now, without any further ado, let's take a look at this, guys. Okay, I had this tweet last night, actually, about almost 24 hours ago. 4 of the last 6 Tuesdays have been days of pumpage. Now, if you take a look at this, every single one of the significant pumps was on a Tuesday, okay? 1, 2, this was really nothing. Then a pretty big pump here. This one was off by 1 day. This was actually on a Wednesday. And then again, this one was on a Tuesday. And now we can actually do this Tuesday as a pretty big pump. You can see this is that candle now. Look at that pretty big pump there from 96.15 all the way up to 10,300. Okay, so about a $700 increase there. So very big. So we talked about that last night. And in fact, we did get that. And then I just tweeted about this. The legend continued. Is the sacred Tuesday pump holding true? Wow, now that's epic. So ladies and worms, that's huge. Super excited to get into that. So let's actually jump into the TA now. Without any further ado, let's get into the TA. Let me find a better place for this mic because it's kind of in the way. Wow, this actually, the sound quality here might be very good. Guys, so here on this chart, you do see this. You see we pumped back. This is the 21-day moving average, this blue line right here. You can see it jumped right back here, back into this channel here, okay? Back into the bottom of this channel. This is crucial. Currently, we're right on this line right here. And we need to get a nice close above the 10.3, 10.4 tomorrow, or within the next 22 hours to have that really look good there. We don't want to get rejected off here, okay? Because we're still at a very crucial level. We're safe, but again, there still could be some more pullback, guys. Remember, we talked about this. This is the downside chart. So when we want to talk about downside, when we're going to start pulling back, we're going to pull out this chart. Okay, very huge, guys. Pay attention to this. So that's what we'll do. But as of today, we've been seeing a lot of good price action. So let's actually jump over to this. And we talked about this in yesterday's video about these repeating fractals, it looks like, of these falling wedges. And they've broken up 3 out of 3 times since January 6th. Okay. 3 out of 3 of these falling wedges have formed, and 3 out of 3 of them have broken upwards. Now, this time we really need to see, out of the last 2 breaks, okay, we can actually illustrate this. The last 2 breaks, we have a high here. We go below that and we break above the high. Okay, you can see that here. Same thing here. We have like a high, break above it, and then you see this is very nice, a very nice climb. So now this time, we have this high, broke down. Now we need to actually see a break and get above those previous highs. We need to get above 10.5, get above 10.48 actually was like the high. 10.5 was not even touched. And if it was only for actual seconds there. So above 10.5, we have to see this move, go before 10.5. Otherwise, we could see some continued downside over the next few days. However, as of right now, it looks very good. We get a very strong pump here. And we actually switch to this chart here. You can see, again, 21 moving average here. One of the biggest things, and we talked about this a little bit yesterday as well, guys, one of the biggest right here is this golden cross. Now, whether or not we pump immediately doesn't really matter. This is more of a long-term, overall amazing trend for the market. So overall, this is absolutely beautiful to see. This definitely for me just reaffirms very good things to come within the next few weeks and definitely within the coming months here. Okay, this is an incredibly mega bullish pattern. Okay, now keep in mind, that does not mean we won't have some more downside within the next day or two. That could still happen. We don't get immediate moves off of the golden cross, even though today we had some very nice price action. I think there are a lot of things for that. We had 3 days of consolidation. We found some very nice support with these moving averages, and we had this very bullish golden cross. So a lot of things going for it. But if we did see it drop over the next 2 or 3 days, I would not be upset. Again, we have this chart we can look at to see what are some key areas here. But as well, guys, this overall, I think within the next month, we're going to see some insane price action like we have been seeing already. We've already seen insane gains since the beginning of 2020, and this is going to continue here. I definitely believe this golden cross, guys, look at this. Absolutely beautiful. So happy, so thankful to see this on the chart. A quick look at CoinMarketCap shows a lot of health in the market. Alts, literally everything in the top 10 is up. Look at all of these coins here. Most things are up about 5% on average. A lot of these coins absolutely doing extremely well. Okay, and that's an important thing to look at. So I think over the next few days, one of the most important things we should be looking at is altcoins. We should be looking at our leading indicator altcoins, such as Litecoin. Just take a look at all of these alts. Tezos and Chainlink, again, have also been doing extremely well and been very indicative of further higher movement here. So keep an eye on alts, I think, is one of the main things we have to do, and see if they're going to continue the uptick here as well. Because I also think this is critical here. So this upwards channel, if we're actually able to break up into this, again, the 10.5 level is just still such a huge area. And again, we have this chart on here. So this is about the 10.4 and the $9,000 level. But the 10.4, we broke this high here, but we didn't get a daily close above this. Okay, we wicked up here a few days in a row, but we didn't get a daily close above this. And now right here, we're actually at a key level where right now we're actually bouncing a little bit off of this top of this channel right here. Okay, guys, this line that we're talking about right here of these 3 lines that have played such a crucial role over the last few months. Absolutely awesome to look at. Now we're in the final one, okay? In terms of these supports from sloping up and downwards like this channel that goes pretty far back, it actually goes further back than this, but we just have it for this chart here. These 3 lines have been key. And again, I definitely think, once we get above this level of the 10.5, once we can cement that as support, and actually continue to rise above it, there's going to be very little resistance, and it'll be a quick shot, in my opinion, up to those all-time highs. I don't think it'll take very long at all. I definitely think within a week or two, if we get a solid support and close above the 10.5, and then potentially that 14K level right here, then it's absolutely, moonshot. I think after 14K, right here, again, we're only a few $1,000s away from it now. This is going to be nothing. This is the only resistance we have here. And now if we're starting this bull market this close to the all-time highs of the previous bull market, guys, you can only imagine, okay? Think of it like this, okay? This is the 20K where, Bitcoin was not tradable above 20K because it was barely up there. It went up there and it was back down there within a week, right? It was back below that within a week. It was too fast. That was the 20K, guys. What is the 20K level for Bitcoin in this bull market this time around, okay? Is it 100K? Is it 60? Is it 200? Is it 500? Guys, it's absolutely wild, okay? Looking at this chart here, there is a ton of possibilities here, and we could see some pretty absolutely insane price action within the next few years. Okay, we could even be seeing some, I mean, I don't want to speculate too much, so I won't get into that, but guys, yeah, very awesome stuff. Let me know what you think. Make sure to leave a comment below, guys. Can we hit 1,000 likes on this video? Wow, huge. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.